MPC 3.0 update. Uh-oh. I'm telling you now, should I check out Marlo or should I check out who got the shortest video? All right, we'll do Ave. I hope they don't try to take my money, my monetization on this one. All right, so let's check this out. We're gonna see what the update is. Turn on. You turn on your machine now. I got mine on. I'm gonna check out the update now. Preferences, update.
Woo! Finally, my anxiety. Oh my God, y'all have no clue, man. I'm about to jump up in jubilation to this motherfucker. Can I get an amen?
Yo,
Black God rules.
yo, my man shouting.
MPC 3.0 is here. I've been playing with this for quite a while. I could not be on the internet because, damn, every single damn one of my damn MPCs have this joint. But before we hype up anything, I just want you guys to know we're gonna walk through it, and there's gonna be plenty of videos. And of course, if you are part of the masterclass, I will be updating everything as soon as possible, because I gotta enjoy it as much as I can, for sure. And there will be a public beta soon. Whew, let me calm down. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Let's go. So with the proceedings of the evening, this is the new UI. You're looking at the new UI in itself. And as you can see, it's more presentable. The presentation is great. If I was to press and hold on this part of the screen, which is now called the track part, there is no more program editing or programs. It is called track editing. You can rename your tracks. You can do a couple of things. You can also rearrange the position of the track. Like if I wanted the sample to be at the very beginning, I put it at position 1. And yeah, that makes a whole lot of things that I've had on my wish list for akai.
Y'all see that arrangement right there?
The other thing,
have an arrangement.
If I go over here to this drum track, you can see that there's nothing there. You can load up stuff right on the screen immediately. And I think that's something that a lot of people wanted it to be a little bit more straightforward and not to be so cryptic, because I think a lot of people complained about the old main screen not making any sense to them. And now it makes total sense. It should be. And don't fret, if you're an old school MPC head or you are using the 2 point whatever OS, the workflow hasn't changed. It's just been modified. So all of the things like track muting, recording, anything that you have learned can be reapplied to this. It's just been enhanced. So the other thing,
let me stop right here for a moment. They keep sticking it to Native Instruments, man. They keep sticking it. Every time Native Instruments is getting ready to drop, they come out with something new. They were going to drop at the top of the year. They were supposed to drop at NAMM. Akai came out with the Key 37. Jeez. Then they were supposed to drop around March. Then they came out with stems. Then they released this, and there's been all this speculation and talk about the new, whether it's going to be an MK4 or Machine Plus, or I know it's going to be a software update. Now they dropped this because there's been speculation that NI is getting ready to come out with something else. So they've been giving it to them, Okay, still not on Machine yet. Machine is, I moved. The biggest issue with Machine is the no non-destructive chopping, and the fact that they like, you couldn't have different sequences, or what they call scenes, and you couldn't have them at a different tempo. Akai killed them with that. But I will say, in terms of sounds and in terms of being able to favorite your favorite instruments and things of that nature, NI has the ups on that. If you want great sounds, amazing sounds, not saying Akai don't have great sounds, because they do. But, traditionally, Akai is an instrument where you go and you find the sounds and you put them into the gear. Let me see. He said, what my man Khalif said. He said, facts, they're really putting their necks on Native Instruments heavy this year. Take back. He said he takes back everything he said about Akai. He said, my only question is, will Native Instruments' new release be able to catch up with the new updates? That I can't respond to. But at the same time, I hope so. I think right now Native is trying to catch up and come current. But it would be good if they could, have MP3 support, things of that nature. A better UI, would make it really great. Let me see. It says, I meant the update is not available. No, the update is not available yet because I heard them say beta. The beta will be coming out soon. Well, they need to get to it. I'm telling you. But machine is, in terms of sounds and in terms of it coming out, it's so funny. I said we're not gonna make this into a gear war, but let's get back into it.
If I hit the pads, you can see visually everything that is loaded on the screen. So
yeah,
everything is right there, as well as the arrangement right here, which is, your piano roll. You click on that. I think you have to double tap. Then you get brought into your grid view or piano roll, whatever term that you prefer, and everything is there. And if you press and hold shift, you see you have select all. You have pretty much everything that you need right in front of you.
Wow.
The other thing, let's go ahead into the proceedings of the evening. Let's just go ahead and rock on out. So I've been cooking up on this for a while. I'm just saying. So I'll just go over here and
this is probably why I watched this video last night. He was telling people about complaining about stems. And it seems like he was bursting at the seams. He's like, I'm trying to tell people, don't complain, don't worry, blah, 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 blah. So now we get a whole new update. So
you can press and hold the main button. And I do recommend this. And you can hit one of the correlating pads on the screen. And then you can go into sample. You heard that it stopped. And the main reason why.
But you see that? It's free. You don't even have to. It's free. It's free. A free update.
I stopped this because of another feature that I want to get into as well, which is introduced is the arranger. And the reason why I stopped is because I don't have it on loop. You can set loop points too. So if I just want to set the loop point right here, and it's all tied to your TC. So if you have your TC at 1/8, 1/16, 132, it will snap to that grid that way. So if I was to play it right now, it will
right,
loop from that point. So what I'm going to do is stretch it on out.
Yo.
Stretch on in. You can reset it. Right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I got so tired of going to my device and let's say I'm here and I have to hit these buttons at the top. I got to stretch out. This used to be irritating and frustrating. Stretch out, go here, press that, press this, do this. That. You said they took that from the Force? Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad that they're doing it because this got frustrating, trying to erase notes and select all notes. And I'm like, just give me a keyboard so I can select it all. But, yeah, that was dope.
Right over here, we already showed you the arrangement and all that stuff. You can go to your channel mixer, and now you see that we have a new channel mixer that has a different tab in front of you. So if you want to add effects, this is how the new effects look like. And if you're accustomed to the eyeball sign and adding your effects, you can have your effects too. It's just not an eyeball icon anymore. And you can set levels, you can add effects right here, you can add sends too as well. So if you click on the send, you can see that it correlates to the return, so you can see where you can return it at. You can add reverb and stuff like that. So if I was to go to, that, you see the reverb right here? You can add it. And of course you can replace it. You have send to. Everything is kind of like default, like a DAW. So it's more of a DAW workflow. I like that. I mean, I know everybody likes that joint, right? So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is minimize that, and I will go ahead and introduce the drums.
So they might have an update for the Force as well.
And then we can just go on to that track. Remember, you can hit the main button, press and hold the main button, and go into drums. You can touch the screen too, just in case you didn't know. And and everything is available right in front of you. Again, presentation. That is astonishing. You can also set it to pad view right over here, and from pad view you can add your effects to your individual pads. So if you want to add effects to individual drum or something like that, then you can do that as well. And don't worry, I will have the sample linked in the description box, and a lot of you.
I'm not gonna play his whole video. They'll chew my monetization up if I ever get monetized. But yeah, that is dope. I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it. Let's look at the arranger.
This edit.
Nothing dims my light like a migraine. With Nurtec ODT, I found relief.
The only migraine medication.
Right over here, you can do double length. So let's go ahead and double the length. Boom. And let's go ahead and hit this part of the screen. And you can see that it doubled the length of what I had. And now it is 16 bars. If I wanted to go and do 64, or in this, it would be 32 and 64. Then I can play with some of the arrangement side of it too. And if I needed to reset it again, I can set up the loop point again. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset it. Let's go ahead and set it back down to a loop here. And as simple as that.
I gotta see how I can
You can
become
set up loops.
a beta tester.
Trying not to go too fast for you guys. Just because I'm well acquainted don't mean that you are, right? So I had this loop point here. And if I wanted to mute stuff, just the traditional techniques.
Today.
Let's go back into that screen here. So let's go ahead and menu, range. So one of the biggest things that I want to show you is this right here. So I'm going to press and hold on this track, and you can see where you can delete tracks, you can copy events, you can reset a channel strip, you can bounce the sample down, you can do all of that, and it will tie into your position of this part right here, which is the looper. I don't know the correct name for it. I do apologize. But everything that you would do, let's say theoretically, I don't know, if I wanted to do some drums over here, I wanted to bounce it down to an audio track, I can bounce it down to an audio track, I can bounce it down to a sample, I'm going to bounce it down to an audio track, a selected clip, and then I can just bounce it down, make sure that the audio tail is at 0, boom, and it's going to export it. Now that it is exported, you can see I have the bounced drums right over here on the track. Now that you see that, when you select the track, you can also do this right here, which will allow you to see every part. What I'm going to do is just add a string section just real quick. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It in hassle free. As you can see, the workflow is just like a DAW, but with the MPC feel, and that means that you can also record audio directly on the timeline. And let's go ahead and hit menu. We'll go to preferences, and now you can see what's in front of us, which is disk streaming. We've made it, gang. We've made it. So in order to utilize disk streaming, you will basically just go into your menu on your MPC, and then you go into project, and then you will press and hold what you want to. And you can see you can delete the sample, but we're gonna set this to streaming from disk. So that way, everything that you use in the future will be right there, and it will load immediately. So you can set whatever sample that you want to load in the stream, so that makes it easier for bigger projects to load and not into the virtual memory. That's right, gang. We can actually record vocals inside your MPCs. You can actually just treat it just like a straight up DAW and record and complete a whole entire song. Now,
Yo, I told people used to ask me, can you make a whole beat, like vocals, all that stuff? I'm like, yes, you can. Yes, you can, right in a device. Oh my goodness. Yo, this is something right here. Come on, 3.0? All right. So this part is rearranging effects. I'm not gonna play it here. You can switch track types, making beats in the arranger. Let's check that out real quick. It always does this. Making beats in the arranger. Get this out of the way.
These are Polynovel 12.8.
Recording the arranger here. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's see if we can get it all in one take.
That's your linear. This is your linear recording right here that everybody was asking for. This is it. So now it's really set up. This is the stuff. Let me stop right quick. This is the stuff that the push 3 should have been doing, or the push 3 should have been able to do, where you can record patterns or you can record in a linear format. Maybe they'll get it with the update.
Let's get it. Let's go to the Bitty D. Let's go back into here. Let's practice some stuff.
I'm gonna stop it there, everybody, because Av's gonna get a killing off me on this one. But yeah, man, this took my whole live into a whole different direction. Yo, akai they just set the bar high. Oh, native. What are you gonna do? Jesus. So I can't wait. I want to know, when is this coming out, because I'm ready to update and learn. It's a lot I got to learn. It's some new stuff. I got to learn. Whew. Everybody, I want to thank everybody for coming on this live. I want to thank you for, supporting a brother. Thank you for getting me where we got it. Yo, like I said, we got a song coming out. It's hard to shift gears. We got a song coming out, me and my boy Lonze. He's in the chat. Khalif is in the chat. DC is in the chat. We got a song coming out. You're never too old to do it. Not only that, we're still making beats, working on gear, trying to get that next song or that next thing done as well. Let's build this community, support one another, be there for one another, things of that nature. Even though we got gear updates, y'all, it's not all about the gear, okay? It's about the music. It's about appealing to people. It's about getting this music out in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So these gear wars work to our benefit. But like I said, once I figure out how this update works, because it's going to take me a while to figure it out, and once I figure out how it works, then I'm definitely going to be using it. Definitely. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. Like we honestly sat there and we just like, it's a market for us. And, Nas, I don't care what nobody say, Nas opened the door. Nas changed things. You know how people used to talk about Nas, and they used to talk about how his music and blah, 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 blah. Then he got with Hit Boy and made 6 albums, and inspired everybody else. And he kept saying, he was like, we got to keep making the music. The greats stopped making the music. We got to keep making the music. Now you got Rakim dropping. You got Pete Rock dropping, along with Common. And you still get that, I got to be honest, you still get that Dilla feel because, Dilla was inspired by Pete, Not only that, Diamond D, I think, is releasing a project. So what's good, my man Najee? Yo, we doing well, man. We doing good over here. I got a class that I have to teach, a cybersecurity class. Still got to make the ducats. One day we're going to make money off this music. Like I said, 2 years before I'm golden. Let me cook and keep them holding while these other fools unfolding. So, so just be on the lookout for stuff that we got going on, y'all. Thank y'all for supporting a brother. I truly appreciate this, and I definitely will reach out to support y'all as well. Everybody, y'all have a great one. Peace.